Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Camcristo and this is the Belligerent Brandenburg campaign. The worst has happened. We've had our first crash of this series, which makes me very sad, but we're not back too far. It seems to be only a couple of months we lost there. There is unfortunately in MEIOU&Taxes an infamous bug where when the game autosaves, it crashes, which is what just happened. So I just went back to the last autosave, which was very, very recent. So they're still fielding men. So it must be back slightly before the last episode ended. I was only recording for about 30 seconds before it crashed, but I think we're now slightly back into the previous recording. So let's just press on. I'll obviously do my best to just press on through crashes and stuff. Obviously, if it becomes totally unworkable, we'll have to give up. But hopefully it won't come to that point. Usually I experience about... This is so far, I mean, so far we've done, what, 11 episodes or so? One crash? It's not that bad. Totally doable. Livable. That's what I call that. You are coming out on the 8th of February, so we can deal with these guys, then go back up there. So the professionalism being so high on this army does mean we're getting some very nice movement speed bonus. Oh. The succession of Johann Sigismund I. It's a lack of an heir apparent. We'll never see a Wendish noble. Or we can have a Wendish heritage man. So this isn't a specific event to Brandenburg. This is just this is one of the new events about the whole people having cultures thing. Right. 2, 3, 1? No, I'm going to hold out for better. It's going to be free legitimacy. That's even better. So someone commented on the video in between recording the last episode and this one. Okay. Let's try again. Honstoloon. That doesn't look right at all. It doesn't look right at all, but apparently Honstoloon. I'm not gonna say it that way. It just sounds silly. But thank you, QWERTY, for trying to make me pronounce it the right way at least. Right, let's keep stack wiping these guys. I think that was the last stack wipe we did before we started actually sieging. Something I haven't talked about yet in this campaign is siege speed. There are some interesting mechanics about outnumbering garrisons and how that affects siege speed. I think I'll lose the money. Let's use the admin power. So something I also noticed that I was wrong about, which I'm very glad I'm wrong about, we can still do the university charter, which is fantastic. We're not very pious, are we? In fact, we're impious right now. Darn it. Why are we so impious? What's making us impious? We're religiously intolerant. That should make us more pious. We are at war with a... No, we're not allied to a heathen country. Being at war with someone, it doesn't give you anything. Our education system might make us a bit impious. And that's strange. Anyway. Right, so... They have 1,000 men, right? Which means the normal amount you need to siege it is 2,000. If you have 4,000, you get a outnumbered thing. So let's see if I'm right about this. When these guys tick over on the month, we should get an advantage here. Faster siege, I think it's 20% faster. Unfortunately, they suffered a bit of attrition, so they didn't actually get it. Cool. Oh, remember the HRE increases fort defense? I didn't know that. Interesting. Right, Göttingen wants a royal marriage. Has the union here already happened? Yes, it has. Cool. I'm hoping we're going to be able to rival Stettin. I hope they don't count as a non-valid rival. They have us rivaled, so we really should be able to. When's our truce with them? July of next year. It's not too far away. Seems doable. Wolgast has ended. Yeah, but I'd rather declare directly on the rival, because declaring war on a rival gives you 10 power protection, as you can see there. I haven't really talked about this aspect of power protection. Actually, many of you know it anyway, but once we get to 50 power protection, we get more Monarch points, which would be fabulous. Hoping we can benefit from that. Maybe once we win this war. But I don't know, show strength. It's tricky showing strength, because you get 100 in each, but you don't get the 30 power protection you'd get from humiliating. So it's a big ask to do show strength, because you can't do anything else in the whole war. But yeah, 300 Monarch points is a crazy amount. Of course, as we get larger and larger, our rivals will become more and more intense. But a very cool thing and a fun thing I'm looking forward to, the fact that we're going to be small, but with a very powerful army, at least, you know, fingers crossed, we're going to be small, and with a very powerful army. Wall gas needs at least 100. That's tricky, but doable for some diplo points. Means that we're going to be able to have relatively small rivals, which is going to make power projection something much more accessible to us. So I'm pleased about that. No wall breach this time. That's unfortunate. Let's temporarily stop. I don't want them to have 3 men marshaled at the same time. If we leave one guy behind, we save our siege progress. See there? I stood on it again, and they cancelled the building of the troop. I think I mentioned that happens sometimes in a previous episode. All right, go in here. Ooh, here comes Oldenburg finally charging in. If he just sieges us down there, yeah, we got him. So he's sieging a fort. I don't believe he will. We will take a crossing penalty, and maybe even he will. Yes, he does. Okay, this is interesting. So when you're relieving a fort, they don't take terrain penalties. They do take crossing penalties. Okay, I think that's a bug. I think they're not supposed to take the penalties when it's just a local fortification. Why is there a local fortification? Oh, because it's the capital, right. I think when it's a local fortification, these blue forts, rather than a proper fort, you're supposed to just have normal stuff go on as if there's no fort there. So that's going to be great, this one. More legitimacy. We won't really get any art power until we get a university going. So we're saving for that university. Should be able to crush them here. Massively superior morale. It's not morale. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. This is the kind of daughter I want to adopt. None of that, you know, whatever it was, 2-3-1 nonsense we had last time. So we lose legitimacy, we lose papal influence. They only have an average claim. Don't get me wrong. These things are very important. But a 644. 14 monarch points? Absolutely. Evelyn. Should we name her something? Evelyn seems fine. Cool. And I think we should now have a free path back to Oldenburg, so we'll go stack wipe him, and then probably piece him out. Oh, it's only level 1. We might want to siege him down. In that case. Get some money out of him. Pro tip, by the way. You should, and I forgot to do this, you should set the amount of money you want from somebody early, because that we won't get any money out of you. Because if they spend it, you can still take it, and it just forces them to take loans. Who's I improving with? Wolgast, that's right. Alright, roll the stack wipe. Beautiful. It is a coastal fort. Just going to make this siege quite long. How much money are we getting out of it again? I can't come back from there in time. Let's wait for the monthly tick. I've got my task manager up on the other screen. I'm keeping an eye on my memory usage. It's pretty freaking high, unsurprisingly. Right, let's see. We can get 86 ducats out of them. That's pretty huge. I think it's worth sieging them down for 86 ducats. But let's just come and stack wipe these guys first, and then we'll go back over and siege them down. I don't want them to retake the capital, of course. Alright, should be able to butcher them here. Yeah. Not doing massive amounts of morale damage. They're fleeing this way. That's unfortunate. They're going to rally up with the guys that Oldenburg was training. That's okay. I have faith in our glorious Brandenburgian troops. No, I decline. They didn't rally up. They're too desperately trying to rush back over to liberate their capital. Of course, it makes sense for them to rush back over because they want to be in their own territory so they can get that faster reinforcement rate. Where are you going? Ah, they're trying to go to the only 3 of my provinces they can actually siege. The ones without... No, they're just going to stop there. Interesting. Why is that? Also, why am I able to ignore this fort? I don't understand fort zone of control mechanics to any particularly advanced degree, by the way. They're a bit of a mystery to me, as I feel like they are for quite a few people. But we shall keep trying. Them here. Stettin's training men, that's fine. Okay, stack quite beautiful. Alright, let's go siege Oldenburg. Steal their glorious money. Because now, probably... by the way, the amount of money you can take is their full treasury plus 2 loans, in case you're wondering. Excuse me. Ah, lost military access. Here, Limburg, if you'd be so good. We need at least 30 relations, or our army being how many times bigger than theirs? My army is at least twice as big as theirs. Or is it counting this their overlord? We could wait 1 month for the monthly tick. We might then be strong enough to ask for the military access. No? Alright, it's making some more complicated calculation there. Well, you will give us access, and we can get it through Limburg pretty easily. Or you don't ask for it from them, do you? Do you ask for access from subjects? Just because I can't remember, let's just not risk wasting our diplomat. You know, precious commodity the diplomat is. While we're over here, let's peace out Ruppen. No peace. I want the money of your allies. We need it to build a university. We get a papal charter and get this university built. Let's peace this guy out, because we're not sieging him down. Definitely don't have the men for that. And then while we're waiting for the relations to tick up with Lüneburg, we will just do a siege over here instead. Marvellous. All seeming pretty good. No crash, again, which is good. I could set the autosaves to monthly, which obviously means we lose less time when we do crash, but given that it crashes on the autosave, that also multiplies the number of potential crashes by 6, so we'll try and avoid that. I did read on the forums that the dev team are working on that particular crash right now, so we can but hope that they will make good progress there. You want to marry me, Lauenberg? I mean, I don't know if I want to get that personal with you. He died right now, but he's a fine person to marry. We've got, you know, if we got a PU over him, I wouldn't be upset. He's got 3 men. That's quite a big army you're fielding right now. How are you pulling that off? He's got a core. We could feed him back. Yeah, he'd be an okay person to get a personal union with. Anyhow, let's maybe we should even ally him. I don't know. I want to ally Brunswick when we have the mission. All right, give me military access, please. And same for you. Then go back to improving over here in August. Marvellous. Okay, are we earning enough money to buy an advisor? Not really. Oh, I'm excited about Evelyn. Oh, okay. The Hungarian Valois right. I believe that's how you say Valois. Right to the Polish throne confirmed. With all possible options, we went with Jawiga will be the heir of the Polish crown. So they're independent. Poland is once more a free mover with a god leader, my lord. So many freaking god leaders. I think that's a slight symptom of, you know, the developers of the mod. You know, someone will have done the events around Poland and they're really, you know, they're passionate about Polish history, and so they give very good stats to certain Polish leaders. I suspect that's part of what's going on there. Similar with the Road to 56 mod, although not nearly as wildly unbalanced, obviously. But you can see how if you were... Oh, that didn't take long. Polish-Lithuanian Union has taken place, so there's a serious power block to our east, and they do not like us. That's it's not ideal. They have designs, serious expansionist designs on our land. It could be a problem. The alliance option with Bohemia is still there, but effectively we're allied with them anyway, right? You know, we if we're attacked, they go after. You know, they'll join us. They'd have more reasons to join if they were like wavering, but the only reason they'd be wavering is, excuse me. Go here. Ah, right. Hamburg. I didn't spot Hamburg. Unfortunate. Let's do a temporary guarantee of Hamburg, just to speed things along. No peace. Not till I've got my pound of flesh out of Oldenburg. Diplomatic moves. New diplomats. Always new diplomats. Almost always. Oh, I still don't... I'm so bad at... What? Wait, what? Why can't I go here? And then here. Are you telling me? Ah, oh, Hamburg doesn't actually connect to this province. God darn it. Alright, so now we need access to you. Improve with them. My lord. I always find it funny when the AI does this. So they're like, no one's allowed to go after them but me. But I can't even go after them because, you know. That's marvellous. So Poland's not going to go after us. They're going to go after the Teutons instead. So we need to be ready when the Polish go after the Teutons to seize our own bit of the land. because we, you know, a long-term war with the Poles would be tricky. How's institutions looking? Ooh, Prague is getting banking now because of... Yeah, there you go. A school of thought from a far-flung lands being debated here. So, because Prague has a local art and intellectual centre, and there's probably also one in Venice. I'm guessing it's the one in Venice that's transmitting the institution up there. Lucky Bohemia. Okay, how are we doing here now? Right, let that take over. France is now no longer considered a great power. They keep shuffling back and forth, it seems. Let's walk back over here. We no longer need it with you. We no longer need it with you. We'd like to keep improving relations with you. But I'd also like to cancel that guarantee. Can't guarantee them, because they're a subject nation. Up to 69. Getting higher. I wonder... I don't think the Brandenburg event did move the capital to Mittelmark. I wonder if we want to move the capital. I mean, I imagine we might at some point want to move it to Stettin. Because coastal capitals are great for communication efficiency. And we're going to be a largely coastal country. I mean, this is my kind of mid-game expansion goal. Wait, no, our general died. Oh, that sucks. We could recruit a new one, but we don't have much army tradition. So he's going to suck. Alright, come on, Albrecht. Not the worst. Definitely not the worst. Alright, come back from here. Let's cancel that guarantee before we got dragged into a war we have no interest in. Remember when you could double improve every month? You could send your diplomat somewhere and then take him back and then send him again. And every time he arrived, he'd give you a bonus. Fun times. Alright, give me access. Thank you. Now, we need access through Bremen. Good lord. Let's proclaim a guarantee. Speed this along. No. And I'm going to cancel my relation with them as soon as possible. 18th. That's all that. And a couple of ticks of improving here. Why are we at 3? Who are the others I have? Still guaranteeing Bremen. No, that's what I just did. Cool. Yeah, so it's all how I want it now. Good. Got that. Now, Bremen, if you'd be so good as to let me through. On the 26th. There we go. Marvellous. Alright, the Siege of Oldenburg can finally recommence. Ugh. Our heir is selfish. Evelyn. Why you gotta be like that? Oh well. It's not the worst thing in the world. I can certainly forgive her for it, given that she has 644 in stats. So this siege is going to be tricky, because it's coastal, so we're getting the -2 penalty to our siege from blockade. Oh, Saxony's inherited the throne of Thuringia. Wow, and Meissen. Saxony just got large. I'd love to ally them now. We're going to need a new rival as well, which is probably going to be, yeah, it can be Stettin, if these guys don't unrival. So don't flip hostile on me. I like you. They don't have any of my land set as special interest, so I think we'll be okay. Good, got a wall breach. Natural 14 roll there, always lovely. Actually, lots of nice progress. And another wall breach. Wow, back to back. What are the odds of that? 14th of a 14th. 1/144th. Pretty good. Pretty good. So, Stettin, have you got any powerful allies? Who have you allied yourself to? No, just these guys still. Who's your second ally? Mesberg, where are you? Oh, titchy little guy down here. Problem is, even the smallest person gets the base value 3,000 manpower. And base... What's the base income in MEIOU&Taxes? Renaissance masterpiece of religious art. A famed artist in our country has produced a stunning piece of art that illustrates the supremacy of God over the world. It awes everyone who sees it, and beautifully confirms the order of existence. As the royal family patronizes the artist, it's now up to us to see what happens to it. Display it for the Christian world. Perfect timing. I was in need of some money. Or a perfect illustration of our royal piety. Definitely going to take the stability points. We are at 2 stability. I'd love to revoke a lesser noble privilege, but I suspect it's not time yet. So happy they added the little months remaining thing on this tooltip, by the way. That's a fantastic change. 2 and a bit years, and then we can revoke another lesser noble privilege. Oh, the loss of the Tyrolean Habsburg family. Give the land back to the Habsburgs. So Austria has inherited Tyrol, along with the lovely silver mine that it entails. Much less overpowered than in... well, maybe not overpowered, but much less powerful than in vanilla, though, that mine. Vanilla earns you stupendous amounts of money. I'm looking forward to learning a bit more about mining. We can experiment with the Ostprussian mine, because the amount you extract is based on you know, interesting calculation, and you can... The mine slowly depletes, and then the higher level mine complex, the more chance of discovering new seams of the resource and all that kind of thing. I was going to say ore, but then gems really aren't an ore. Peace deal? No. If I don't get... There we go, good. I was going to say, if I don't get... He's now careful. Hey, that's really helpful. Going to help limit our aggressive expansion within the HRE. So, we can actually take more. So it wasn't actually necessary. Whoa! I'm guessing they've been taking out loans. War reparations, end your rivalries, give us a whole bunch of prestige, ensure end your relation with my rival. 13 prestige, most welcome, and a pile of money. Now, you're not at quite 100%, but surely you're willing to say encore. Show strength. 100 of each Monarch Power. Excellent. Let's do it. We did gain. Good. It counts as a humiliation as well. We really should say that in the war screen, shouldn't it? Should write that down. No, we're just too late. Saxony rivaled us. Come on, Saxony. We could have been such great friends. I was just about to ally them that very day. Well, you know, these are the kind of things that happen. Let's come over here and beat up Stettin and their allies. Do the same thing. Show strength again. I will send 2/5 to the treasury. Oi, oi, Pope Man. I would love a university charter. How do you feel about me, Pope Man? Plus 69? I don't want to improve with you, so I want to improve with Wolgast. Yeah, let's just try right now, see if it works. If he says no, we get refunded, so it's not so bad. I'm very upset about Saxony. I think I'll rival them next. I imagine Stettin's not going to be a valid rival for very long. Okay, straight into it, I think. Maybe we should wait in case it mucks up the papal event. Sign the Union of Karawo. Alright, this, what is it? A set of prenuptial promises made by the Grand Duke of Lithuania in exchange for a marriage to the underage reigning Queen Jadwiga of Poland. After negotiations, the Lithuanian guy converted to Christianity. Cool. The beginning of 4 centuries of shared history between the two nations. Cool. They've got some problems with rebels. No, it looks like they're dealing with them now, though. Although they took the capital. So I would like that that papal event to fire before we go to this next war. Hey, nice. Oh, we can actually choose where it goes. Okay. So, Pope Clemens the what is that? 8th has accepted our request for a university charter. Where should we locate this new university? Magdeburg, Mittelmark, or none of these locations. We forfeit the charter. So we can have it in Mittelmark or Magdeburg. Well, there's the same amount of upper class population in each, so it makes very little difference from that perspective. Which of these do we want to make a larger city? I mean, Berlin is the historical choice. Much less autonomy in Berlin, but the local universities are actually bad for autonomy. I think we'll put it in Berlin. It's more central, and hence generating more art power is more important, because that means we can spread it to all of our surrounding provinces more quickly. So, we would like a university in the Mittelmark province, please. Huzzah! Our first university. Nice. I believe if we looked at our students and universities, we currently have 6 without university access, so that's going to give us half of our guys are going to be educated in universities now. Fantastic. Okay, time for War with Stettin. We can take these guys, can't we? Yeah, we'll manage. Anyhow, until next time, and the glorious humiliation war against Stettin for even more power projection and yet more monarch points, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.